I wanted this movie to keep me on the edge of my seat. Instead, I was looking for the exit. Here's why. Caught Stealing is about a former baseball prospect who's living in New York City that is thrown into a world of drugs and crime when he agrees to watch his neighbor's cat. Begrudgingly agrees. I don't even know if he actually agreed to it. He kind of got forced.
He sure did.
To watch his neighbor's cat. This movie is a cautionary tale of pet sitting. It really is. As of right now, the film sits at a 7.4 out of 10 on IMDb, a 3.6 out of 5 on Letterboxd, and an 85% on Rotten Tomatoes. Are those scores justified? Well, let's find out, shall we?
Let's do that.
Did you know that the beach scene was shot in one-take setups?
Explain more.
So, in film, we have a term called setups. Yeah. So it's like how we got to set the cameras here, we got to set the lights here, the grids, everything. That's a setup. And so for the beach scene, the one, no spoilers, he gets some news. Mm-hmm. He's on the beach.
Yes.
It's a very emotional, very moving scene. And when talking about what scenes were most difficult, Austin Butler said that was one of them because it was like we were losing light. It's obviously outside. There's daylight. You're losing light. So he said there was 3 setups, side, behind, in front. Okay. And we had one take each.
Wow.
And you have experience with that recently.
I do. He brought it.
He did bring it.
He did a beautiful job in that scene. Really beautiful job. Yes.
Yes.
And what Ryan's referring to is, I did a shoot a couple of weeks ago, and I was told to get 2 different shots of me. We had 9 minutes to do it. So I had to do 2 perfect takes all the way through this particular
and the
scene.
Director said to you, Joe, I need 2 perfect takes.
Hats off to him because that was a beautiful scene.
I thought his performance really stood out. I was very impressed.
Oh, I did too.
I thought he did a great job.
I think he did a great job too because he had a particular type of vulnerability that I always believed. I always really felt for this kid.
Yeah.
And he didn't come across as self-pitying. He just came across to me as vulnerable and naive. Yeah. And we watched him have to get smarter. He didn't have to, but he did.
But he did. Yeah, you're right.
And I really loved watching that evolution.
A trajectory.
There was a trajectory for his character, and I thought he was outstanding.
He had an arc, and he nailed it.
That guy, I thought he was fantastic.
He was, and I think him and Zoe had a lot of great chemistry.
Absolutely believable. Completely bought their dynamic.
Totally bought it. And I've been watching a lot of interviews and their press tour and everything like that, and they've got great chemistry even off.
That's not surprising.
So it translates.
Absolutely translates. She was pretty lovable.
She was great too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you felt for her.
And yet...
You felt for him when, things happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't want to get ahead of you. And yet,
this movie...
I can feel the and yet coming.
It didn't quite do it for me.
Okay.
And there's a few reasons why.
Okay.
I hated the baseball backstory.
Interesting.
I thought it was lazy. I thought it was overplayed. It was kind of his entire personality. I thought that... I've heard this bit numerous times. The guy that was supposed to go to the league and didn't make it, and now he's like a deadbeat. I've just seen and heard that story so many times.
Okay.
That to me, I was just immediately like, ugh, yeah, all right, I get it. But then it was like his entire being was formed around this fact of him playing baseball. And they just leaned so far into it and just kept driving it down my throat that I never cared.
Interesting. Okay, because it didn't have that effect on me. I understand what you're saying. Part of why I guess I gave that a little bit more grace was because he was a kid when that happened. If he had been older, 20, like the age we see him now, to me it would be different. But he was a kid who, I don't want to do spoilers, but he was a kid who went through a very traumatic event and didn't have the capacity to deal with it. And so in that sense, I found that believable, although I didn't understand why he wasn't incarcerated.
Fair.
I'm hesitating to say because look, I didn't kill anybody, but I had a similar situation when I was young.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I thought, you don't get away with that. You don't get away with it was an accident. I have a hard time because I want to get more direct about why that didn't work for me, but why the baseball aspect and that bond with his mom did, because I felt like he had stunted development because of that event.
I have a question then.
Okay.
So with that being said, like Joe, you're saying you felt like it was more believable because he felt stunted with the relationship with him and his mom, which is an interesting take. I could see that. Ryan, then, as a director, what would you change to give him more depth for you? That's not just baseball. That's like a motivator for where he is in his life.
I guess, yeah, baseball might be the real problem here. I think it really comes down to the fact that like he was a very one-note person, that his entire personality was baseball. That was like, he's this deadbeat who can't move on. And like, it's like, even when before he says goodbye to his mom, it's love you and then go Giants. And then, oh, I was a good baseball player, he's saying to Regina King's, the police officer.
Roman.
Like he gets like upset if anybody questions his ability as a baseball player. And then they just drove it. The batting cage scene, I wanted to rip my eyes out and throw him down the I couldn't believe that was in there. Oh man, you've got a great swing. I just hate, are we a biopic? Are we a crime thriller? What is this really about here?
What would you have added then, like other elements besides baseball?
I would have just not had baseball at all. He could have just been a kid who was a teenager who got into this car accident. Why do we need the baseball? What does baseball do for me in this?
I cut him slack because I thought of him as a kid.
No, I mean, that's fair. I mean, that's totally fair.
And maybe because I was raised a Giants fan, I cut him more slack.
Yeah, I mean, Heidi was saying the same thing. She's like, I love that the Giants were the...
Yeah.
I love that was the team.
I think what this movie made me realize is that Aronofsky is one of those few directors where it's really hit or miss for me with him. It's either I absolutely love it, I'm just beaming, or I'm never watching it again. That's it. He's like, it's very this or that. It's very
so
strange.
I can tell what this one was for you, obviously.
Listen, was I entertained? Yes. Did I enjoy myself? Yes. Did I think it was well executed? No. Did I think there were a lot of things that should have changed and things that felt lazy? Yes. But if you're gonna be entertained. I mean, it keeps you guessing.
Mm-hmm. It did.
You never see things coming. It's pivoting the stories. It's always moving. The pace is very good. It's like you're always on. It'll keep you entertained. Absolutely.
Also, agreed. And also the supporting characters I thought were really strong. Vincent D'Onofrio and Liev Schreiber. Oh my
Liev
God.
Schreiber.
I love those guys so much.
Love Liev Schreiber.
They ate up the screen whenever they were on. And they weren't on that much. But to have that kind of strength in supporting characters, those two actors together.
Yeah.
I mean, Zoe Kravitz.
Zoe Kravitz, Action Bronson.
And I didn't realize that was Carol Kane. And the ending credits came on. I was like, wait, Carol Kane was in this movie? Oh my God. And I'm spacing on his first name, Dunn, who played Paul. I was like, when I saw the credits, I was like, wait, he was in this movie? He was the bartender. He owned the bar,
and he plays the lead in After Hours.
Griffin Dunn.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe. I was like GG name.
He plays the lead in the Scorsese movie After Hours,
right,
which was a heavy inspiration on this film.
Got it. I loved him in this. He was
really good. I really like. I just didn't recognize.
What's
him.
his character name in After Hours? Because I think it's Paul.
So that'd be another bookend.
And he played. Yeah. Okay, that's paying homage, so I'm okay with that.
It is Paul.
It is Paul.
It is.
Paul Hackett.
And then he plays Paul in this.
Well, Paul was
great. I have honorable mentions to the cat, although the cat to me was another plot device that felt pretty purposeless. Like I don't need the cat. You can take the cat out of that movie and it plays exactly the same. I don't think you need the cat at all. And I don't know why Austin Butler all of a sudden is that we're supposed to believe that he's now a cat guy by the end.
But keep going because I do have a
beginning.
comment about that.
I believe that he liked the cat at the end.
Yeah, I believe that, but like, what was the?
You know what the point was to me of that cat? He's a biter. To almost everyone else, to me, it showed his goodness. That's what it showed.
Austin Butler's character.
Austin Butler's character
goodness.
is there's goodness in him.
But what does it have to do with the cat biting people?
The cat doesn't bite him.
Cat reads character. Cats read character. So do dogs. They can read people. And I don't know. The cat bit other people, but it didn't bite him.
That's an interesting way to look at it.
That is the way I looked at it. I just thought it's a reflection of his goodness.
Fascinating. Okay.
I was watching it and I kept tapping
every
you
time.
on the shoulder.
Yeah, every time
I
it
was
came
like,
on the screen, you're like, oh.
it's so
And then the guy like kicks it or whatever.
Yeah,
and
we
injures
didn't
it.
see that. We didn't see the animal cruelty.
Let's see if our stars are aligned here, Joe.
Oh, we know they're not.
Oh, we know we're not aligned here. We know we're not. I think you gave it. God, you might have given it 4.
No.
3.5.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, man, I think 4 might be too much.
3.5 might be 2. I was vacillating between 3 and 3.5.
Okay.
But I think what pushed it over for me was Austin Butler's performance.
And that's fair. I think he did a fantastic job.
Yeah. I think you gave it 2 stars.
I gave it 2.5.
2.5? Okay.
Because I was entertained.
Okay.
And I didn't. I feel like I just butchered it. I didn't hate the movie.
Right.
I didn't even really dislike it. I just think there were a lot of things that were bothering me.